back here to teach you social studies chapter hydrosphere, which is the second realm of the earth. The word hydro is derived from the language Greek, and we shall study in this chapter today in this class with the titles of hydrological cycle, and here the rainfall and runoff and evapotranspiration. These are the things in the second realm of the earth. In this chapter we study about the total hydrological things, the total oceans, water bodies, where the water bodies are located on the surface of this earth, the biggest water body, biggest ocean, and it contains what percentage of the salinity. The salinity is the main thing where we are comparing parts per thousand. These are the aspect and these things we can study in the hydrosphere chapter today in this class. So my dear students, there are 6 stages in the water cycle. As we are discussing the hydrosphere, in the hydrosphere there are the water cycle is hydrological cycle is our first title. So in this title we study about how the water cycle can occur. So we have been seeing that, we are observing that the several things in a continuation manner every year. In the rainy season rains are falling, but why? Because it was the seasonal effect where in every year from June to September we are receiving rains, and also here you may get doubt and those things which we can understand here where the rain is falling constantly in the some may we received the good rains or some insufficient rains, that was the seasonal impact which we can receive. But here those things we cannot observe that basically things which are demanding here, that the questions which are rising in our mind is that as per the hydrosphere chapter we can expect that every year the rains are constantly falling in the from the month of the June to September, but also here the what process is causing here. Some students are asked me, sir, every year rains are falling, however the water is increasing on the surface of this earth, as we have the 71% of the water and 29% of the land, but here every year the rains are falling, water percentage is increasing, but meanwhile also it was taking evaporation, transportation, condensation, precipitation and runoff water and groundwater. These are the main factors. There are the 6 stages in the water cycle. There are 6 stages in the water cycle. They are evaporation, transportation, third is condensation, fourth is precipitation, fifth is runoff, the runoff water, sixth is groundwater, which is cyclically again joining into the ground. So we can see it has been raining on earth for thousands of years. Have you ever thought about why the water in the seas and oceans never dries up? Less than 1% of water that reaches the earth is useful of human beings. Can this water meet the necessities of all living beings? To know the answers to all these questions, let us read about the hydrological cycle. Hydrological cycle consists here 6 stages of the water cycle, because when the hydrological cycle we can understand, at that time only we can understand the hydrological cycle, where on the surface of this earth water bodies we can find. These are the basic factors where the hydrological cycle is example given, like which you studied in the science subject also: evaporation, transportation, condensation, precipitation, runoff, groundwater. These are the things. which can understand as a water is a cyclical renewable resource. Water is a renewable resource. Water is not a non-renewable resource. So when water is falling in one rainy season, that water is getting evaporated, getting transportation, getting condensation, and finally it is after the precipitation, after forming the clouds, it is falling as the rains. These are the factors which we can understand here. The renewable water goes through a cycle from the oceans to land, and then the farmland to the oceans. The water cycle has been going on for the billions of years, and all the life on the earth depends on it. All the life depends on it, which means without water we cannot do anything, without water we cannot prepare anything. So however, the hydrological things which we can expect, those things we can understand here, they completely based on the hydrological cycle only, where the constantly water bodies we are finding, those things we can expect here based on run of RF equal to rainfall. RF equal RO plus ET is given here. RF means rainfall, RO means run of place, ET means evapotranspiration. Evapotranspiration, which means evapotranspiration. Again it was falling as a rains, that we can understand. Hydrological cycle is the circulation of water in the different forms. Example, liquids, solids, and gaseous phases. It also refers to the continuous exchange of water between the oceans, atmosphere, land surface, subsurface, and all living organisms where the water is available, the second realm of the earth. There are 6 stages in the water cycle which we discussed just now, and evaporation, transportation, condensation is the titles which you have to study. Precipitation, runoff, groundwater. And next we can see here water sources. What is that? Water what are the water sources? Water sources are oceans, groundwater, lakes, rivers. These are all the things we have the water sources where we can get water from these bodies, and mostly we all will get the water from the groundwater only, from the oceans where the water is not available, like in the Arab countries. They get water from the oceans only. They will filter that water, and where the salinity water, where the high amount of the salinity percentage we can find in the oceans, seas, there they will filter that water, and then they utilize that, they will use that water here. So water sources, 97.21 of water is saline ocean water, and only 2.78 is fresh water. The greatest portion of the fresh water, 69.56, is in the form of ice and permanent snow cover in the Antarctica. The Arctic and in the mountain regions, 30.1% exists as fresh groundwater. Only 0.34% of the total amount of fresh water on the earth is concentrated in lakes, reservoirs, and river systems, where it is most easily accessible for our needs and absolutely vital for the water ecosystems, where so we can connect with these water bodies where we are getting the fresh water. So in each and every water body, even in the tank, in lake, in river, in ocean, in sea, there we can find a lot of amount of the salinity percentage, but here we get in each and every water body the highly expected lot of amount of the salinity percentage. What it is given here, In each and every region, from the ice and the percent of snow cover in that region, so we can find the very less of the salinity power. The sodium chloride we can get a very less percentage here, but in the other one, what it is given 0.34% of 0.34% of the total amount of fresh water on the earth is concentrated on the earth is in lakes, in reservoirs and rivers system, where it is most easily accessible for our needs and absolutely vital for the water ecosystem. So this was the process where we can get a lot of amount of the water, but the water was contained with the salinity, with salt, sodium chloride. Let us we see here the great oceans of world. Oceans, the title oceans. Continents and oceans are the first order relief features of the earth. The large water bodies are called oceans. The large water bodies are called oceans. The geographers have divided the oceanic part of the earth into 5 oceans, namely the Pacific Ocean, biggest ocean of the world, the Atlantic Ocean in order, which stands in respect of big second position, the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, Antarctic Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. These are the oceans which are on the surface of the earth, which are known as the big water bodies of the world, which are divided into the different continents. Continents and oceans are the first order of landforms of the earth. We studied in the previous chapter first order landforms, second order landforms, third order landforms. Oceans and continents are the first order landforms, which concludes of the hydrospherical part also. The word sea is often used interchangeably with the ocean, but strictly speaking, a sea is a body of saline water partly or fully enclosed by land. The major oceanic divisions are defined in parts by the continents. Various archipelages and the other criteria. See the table below for more information. Note that the table is in the descending order in terms of size. In terms of size, which means big to small. The 5 oceans of the world are given in respect of big to small. Pacific, which separates Asia and Oceania, Australia, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea together from the Americas. So this was the Pacific Ocean, which was separating what things that you have to remind, which may ask as 1 mark question. And next, Atlantic Ocean separates the America from the Europe and Africa, which we can find on the oceans map of the world. In Atlas, we can get clarity throughout the which line they are separating these things. We can study that. Next, the Indian Ocean washes upon the southern Asia and separates the Africa and Australia. The Antarctic Ocean, the 4th biggest ocean, southern, which is also known as Southern Ocean, sometimes considered an extension of the Pacific, Atlantic and the Indian Oceans, which encircles Antarctica. Which encircles Antarctica, which means the Indian Southern Ocean, which passes through from the different regions which we can understand by the map pointing. You take the help of atlas or take the help of five oceans with the world map that makes you to understand which ocean is separating what. That we can understand the Arctic Ocean sometimes considers a sea of the Atlantic, which covers much of the Arctic and washes upon the North America and Eurasia. These are the things, the five oceans of the world, which are given in the descending order, big to small. The things which are separating into the different variations, where the countries are separating as the hydrological water bodies. Do you know millions of the years ago oceans were combined together, that we studied in the previous chapter? The millions years ago, the five oceans of the world are in the one place only. They are known as the big water body. The millions years ago, the five oceans are in one place only. That is known as Panthalassa. Panthalassa we studied in the first chapter. The formal oceanographic investigation began only with the British expenditure of the Chancellors. The first successful worldwide deep sea expedition is by the Britishers only, where we can find during the time of colonization period, as we studied in the 8th class. Okay, relief of the ocean. We will continue the title relief of the ocean in the next class. You study precipitation, runoff, groundwater, and there are 6 stages in the water cycle. What are the 6 stages in the water cycle? These are the 6 titles you have to study in the brief, and write a note on that in your fair note. And next title, relief of the ocean. What amount of the salinity can contain in the water body, what amount of the salinity can contain, that we see in the next class. Thank you.